on this match. The Big Bad Sexy is no pushover. He's a tough guy under any circumstances. And Double D now having to enter after having suffered the punishment.
And here he comes. He is big. He is bad. He is sexy. Angel Camacho.
Angel Camacho on his way to the ring.
Big Bad and Sexy is in the building.
A terrifying monster of humanity. Normally, you'd say a face only a mother can love, but believe you me, Angel Camacho. Angel stuffs his own Valentine's Day cards into his own mailbox, if you know what I mean. Do not adjust your computer screen settings, man. That is indeed all man. There are just no words to say when Angel Camacho is preparing for his entrance into the ring. But he has got to face the two-time former IZW champion, a man who is so changed since making his return here to IZW. And there he is.
And his opponent, he is
Double D still feeling the effects of those leather straps across his back earlier tonight from the Bronze Bull. But Double D going to tough it out. Going to step out here and take on Angel Camacho, because that was the match planned for tonight. But I suspect that every bit of punishment he gives to Camacho, he's not going to be seeing Camacho, he's going to be seeing the Bronze Bull. And the Camacho quickly attacking from behind. Camacho raking the back. That already tenderized and injured back, and now Camacho driving headbutt right into the back before once again back rakes. Back rakes all around. D trying to fire off with some elbows into the ample midsection of Angel Camacho, but they had virtually no effect as Camacho scoops up Double D and drops him, power slams him right on that back. Oh, now D trying to get some offense in there.
What do you think you're doing, huh?
I think all he's done is anger the big man. D is just not able to get out of the starting blocks here. Sneak attack blindsided from behind.
You're not sexy! You're from Lawton! Now I care about you!
Angel Camacho voicing his opinion about the IZW world, but it took his focus off of Double D as D kicking from below. D with those lengthy feet. Oh wow, what a kick right there to the side of the face. But Camacho catches him, drives him back again. That tender back area softened up earlier by the Bronze Bull and now repeatedly rammed into the back. He's ramming the back into the corner posts, into the turnbuckles. George Knight trying to back Angel Camacho off, but Camacho pressing that advantage very intelligently, and then goes and rakes the eyes. Camacho claiming that was a hug. I don't know anybody who would want to be in the embrace of Angel Camacho, especially not in the middle of the IZW ring. The IZW World are letting Angel Camacho know that, well, he's not going to make their choice for the cover of GQ magazine this month or any month. You don't win matches by getting on the front of magazine covers. You win them by dishing out brutality like Angel Camacho has done. But now, Camacho staggered. D muscling up the power, hitting the stinger move. D with those feet, he's dropped Camacho. D rolls over. Those huge tree trunk limbs that are called legs. Just too much for D to be able to wrap up and tie up at this point. Absolutely leveled after the full force of Angel Camacho collides with his frame. Camacho now with a standing splash, the full 300 plus pounds down on the rib cage. And again, all this punishment translating onto the back of Double D, and again, back to the back rates. Angel Camacho obviously watching the monitors in the back, aware of the punishment that the Bronze Bull enacted earlier on. Simply wanting to take advantage of that situation. It seems like every time Double D is able to string a couple of moves together and start to get a little momentum underneath him, Camacho shifts right in there and cuts any momentum out. But it hasn't been enough to keep D down. That never say die spirit of Double D is keeping him alive in this match. Camacho measuring Camacho gonna go try to ram the entire posterior right into the head of Double D. D out of the corner. D with the distance he needs. And D unleashing a chop. Oh! Those are not tomatoes on Camacho's chest. That's just what happens when you get hit by the chop of Double D. And there's the force chop. Down goes Camacho, hooked the leg by D. And still not enough to keep the huge man down. The IZW World motivating D to go up to the top, looking like he's going to go for the high cross body. Camacho knows that that would be it for him. Now Camacho continuing once again back to the back. Camacho charging right in, colliding with that injured back of Double D. And Camacho stands staring motionless as he drags Double D out. But it still isn't enough to keep the former two-time IZW champion down. What does Angel Camacho have to do in order to put down once and for all one of the two men who are looking to be the new #1 contender to the IZW Championship as of next week? Camacho now wrenching back on the neck and the chin of Angel Camacho. Camacho Camacho maybe looking for a submission here. He's got that knee across the lower back. Applying pressure back there and pulling back on the chin. D has got to break out of this quickly or he may pass out. D now out of the clutches of Angel Camacho and delivers a thunderous sitting drop kick right to Camacho. And I thought maybe that was it right there. He could have stunned Camacho with that drop kick. Staying with the kicks, keeping it with what he knows how to do best. Chop down the big trees. Camacho seeing the opening. Pushes that big knee right into the midsection of Double D. Camacho now taking D back out into the middle of the ring, but D with a surprise forearm right to the face. D up over the top. D with a springboard single leg. It doesn't take Camacho off the feet though. D though, following up quickly up to the top. D with a drop kick. Down goes Camacho. D in with the cover, hooks the leg. And D was sure that was going to be it. D was certain that he had the big man down. He charges in, but he meets the head and full shoulder force of Angel Camacho.
Do you see that?
Camacho asked the IZW world if they saw what he did. I think everybody could see that massive humanity flying through the air.
What do you think you got, Hunty?
And Camacho stomping on the sternum of Double D. Where does Double D find this energy? It seems like every time that it looks like Camacho has him put down as he goes for a thumb to the eyes. Every time something like that happens, D continually is able to find a way to get back on his feet and press those knees up, push those legs, keep in this fight. And now D with the knee shots right to the chin. Hoisting D up across the shoulders. What's he going to go for here? Oh, he never got the opportunity to carry it out. There's a huge spinning kick. Timber! Down goes Camacho. Up goes D. And D sits perched, waiting for the moment for the high cross body. Those ribs are hurting, but he still executes the pin. And Double D has taken home a win.
There's your winner, Double D!
Well, it sure wasn't easy, but Double D, despite the brutal attack from the Bronze Bull earlier tonight, Double D coming out victorious over Angel Camacho. And now Double D can focus 100% on what will happen next week at Violent Valentine, when the ring will be surrounded by lumberjacks. And all of them will have leather straps. And the field will be 100% even as Double D takes on the Bronze Bull to determine the #1 contender to the IZW Championship. Been a brutal night for Double D, but he still has the opportunity, still takes the opportunity to thank the members of the IZW world for their support. And next week, will Double D be once again in a position to challenge for the IZW Championship? Fans, we still have more action to come. Don't you dare go away.